So today's challenge is one that I've been seeing in the comments for a little bit. It's the blowtorch and corkscrew challenge. Basically, I can only use the starting pistol and the flamethrower for guns, and then all the perks and like the random equipment and things like that. And also, it's on a map that I really haven't played in a while for video, and it's because, and I know this is a hot take, so just hear me out, I really don't like OG to Riese that much. It's definitely my least favorite out of the World at War maps because when I was getting into World at War, I mainly got into it because of the insanely high rounds that I had seen people get and hear about, and this is the one map where you actually can't do that because it has the regular zombie system rather than the 24 per round. So I never really got into this one to try to grind it or anything. I always just figured if I was going to play Riese, I'd rather play the Black Ops 1 version because it doesn't have the World at War engine where the zombies are kind of buggy, and it doesn't have the Wonderwaff thing where it messes with your health regen and can make you like a 1-hit or a 2-hit for the rest of the game. So I never really played this one too much other than just for fun because I wouldn't really get far, so I would just play quick games of it just when I was bored. But yeah, I'm really not that great at this map. It's not one that I've played too much, but I was hoping to try and get to at least round 30 on this map just because the flamethrower does have infinite ammo, and it actually doesn't kill super duper slow once it's pack-a-punched. I've like barely ever used it, but it is pretty good, and the pack-punch pistol is pretty good, but it shoots kind of slow. So yeah, my guns are pretty decent, so I was hoping for at least round 30. Unfortunately for me though, on this first attempt, I didn't actually read the comment thoroughly, so I didn't see that the person said I was allowed to use the Bowie knife and other equipment and stuff like that, so I was just trying to get my pistol pack punched without buying a Bowie knife or any equipment to help me get points, so I was basically just using the regular knife. If you've played World at War, you'll know knifing in World at War is not exactly the most consistent thing in the world. Even if you're like backing up when you knife to kind of like do it quickly, it's still really, really risky. But I was actually getting really good luck with power-ups and was going to probably be able to get my pistol pack-a-punched. And also I got lucky and didn't get dogs on round 5 because killing dogs with no jug and a starting pistol that doesn't have ammo probably wouldn't end well. But I was kind of trying to like strategically turn on these teleporters, like link them, whatever you want to say, just to try to get up like a good power up, like an insta-kill or a double points, anything that would just help me get more points towards pack punching. And I actually did get very good luck. I got like all the perfect drops that I would have needed and was going to be able to link this last teleporter and then pack a punch. But something I found out that I never noticed before because I've never gotten to pack a punch while only having the pistol is once you pack punch this, it gives you another starting pistol. Like it just gives you an unpack punched one. So I was really curious to see if I saved up, could I pack punch this second pistol as well and have two, because I've never seen anyone do that before. And so I just spent the next few rounds using this thing because it actually is pretty good. The splash damage on it actually isn't that bad, especially for World at War where there's some guns that have insane splash damage like the ray gun and the Panzerschreck. Those things were kind of fixed on Riese, so good on Riese for that, but the Wonderwaff thing on Riese is still terrible. Luckily for this challenge, I'm not even using the Wonderwaff, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, basically for these rounds, I was just saving up points to go get Jug because I'm probably going to need Jug because there's a dog round soon, and I don't know how good this pistol is at killing dogs, and I don't want to kill myself to splash damage. And then also, I just wanted to save up to get the second starting pistol pack-a-punched to see if I could hold two of them. And it was a good thing I bought Jug because round 7 was the dog round, and this thing's okay at killing dogs. It kills them in one bullet if you like direct impact them, but they're really fast, so it's kind of hard to direct impact them. So yeah, it's okay for killing dogs, not amazing. But yeah, after I got enough ammo to go pack punch the second one, I was just running over there and I was really excited to see if I could hold two because that would honestly probably be better than just using the flamethrower for a little while, just having two of those. But unfortunately, all it does is refill the ammo in the one, so you can't hold two, but it was worth it just to try it because I've never seen that before and it would have been really cool if I could hold two of them. But after figuring out that I couldn't hold two, it was basically just time to hit the box for the flamethrower, and I actually got it here on round 11, but I figured something out. In the process of me messing around with my guns like that and trying to get a second pistol, somehow when you do that, it glitches out your weapon slots and gives you one weapon. So I just lost my pistol, and I only have a flamethrower now. The flamethrower has insanely slow mobility, so training with only it would be very hard. I knew it would get faster when I pack punched it, so I basically got as many points as I could as fast as possible and ran to pack punch it, and figured I would have to play the rest of this attempt with only a flamethrower. But again, when you pack punch when you only have one gun, it gives you another starting pistol. So I got my starting pistol back, but I'm gonna have to pack punch it again. So pack punching an m1911 for the third time this game. And if you've never used the pack punch flamethrower, you can run a lot faster with it than you can the regular unpack punch one. It overheats like a lot slower, so you can shoot it a lot more before it'll overheat, and it just is better. It looks cooler as well, so yeah, that's it. Not really many people pack punch the flamethrower on Riese because you don't really need to use it much because you have the Wonderwaff and the ray gun and a lot of traps, so there's really no reason to use the flamethrower too much on Riese. But now that I had both guns and pretty much all the perks, I got double tap. I don't know if double tap affects the pistol. I know it doesn't affect the flamethrower, but I got it because the pistol was shooting pretty slow, so I wanted to see if that would help out with it at all. And I honestly don't know if it did. I didn't really notice it. But on round 16, this is kind of where I just started training, and the mid-round dogs spawned in. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know I despise those things on every map they're on. So you can probably imagine the absolute smile on my face when I realized I'm shooting a flamethrower, which instantly kind of lights all the zombies on fire that are in the horde. Therefore, the flame goes all the way through the zombies and hits the dogs and kills them very fast. So I was very happy to see that. It kills them kind of slow, but like I don't have to like single them out like I would with a normal gun, so it was kind of helpful. So I was happy to see that they probably wouldn't be too much of a problem. The main problem was I'm bad at this map, and I don't know any good training strats because I don't play it. I play the BO1 version, and I usually just camp in the Thompson room for a while, then I just start using traps once I'm on the later rounds. I'm obviously not going to be able to do that too well with a flamethrower and a pack punch pistol, though. The other thing I can't do with these guns is get a zombie out of my way, because if I shoot the pistol, I'm probably just going to kill myself with it, because it's explosive. If I shoot the flamethrower, let's be honest, it's not getting anything out of my way. It's a flamethrower. So if one zombie gets in my way, which they do a lot in World at War because the zombies are jank, if you get hit once, you're probably going to get hugged. And I mean, there's just a lot of like tight corridors on this map in general, so it's pretty likely that I'll get trapped and have like one or two zombies in front of me and not be able to get them out of my way. Luckily on this attempt, I actually knew that I was allowed to buy the Bowie knife and other equipment to help me get points, so the early rounds weren't going to be just a slow struggle. So I basically just used the Bowie knife until I had enough for Jug and pack punch, got Jug, and then went to go pack punch my pistol. After I get the pistol pack punched, I would pretty much just start hitting the box for the flamethrower because now I actually have a gun to play with. So that's pretty much how the early game would go, just Bowie knife, get the pack punch in 1911, hit for flamethrower. And a little while later, while hitting the box, I got the monkeys, but I had to pause for a second because I didn't remember if I was allowed to pick them up for this challenge. But after checking the comment, I realized that I was, so I got them. And then I got the flamethrower as well, so 2 very good box hits. However, monkeys on Riese are good, but I mean, 9 times out of 10 when I'm using monkeys, I always use them like after I get up from taking it down, and obviously you only have 1 life in this, so I always like just forget I even have them and just don't use them half the time on World at War. And so on round 13, I was just going to kind of stand up here, kill as many as I could, then drop down and use that trap, because the pistol can still like somewhat consistently just one hit them, and I was going to try to train them up here for a sec, but this one zombie just kind of hit me and trapped me in. Just got classic World at War moment right there, just a zombie just completely stops you in your tracks and ends your game. Happens to everyone on World at War pretty much. No matter how good you are, that will probably happen at least once or twice when you're playing, because I mean, the zombie AI in this game is interesting to say the least. But on to attempt 3 or 4 at this point, I don't even remember, where I get the flamethrower on a very early round, so it's looking like another good game. I tried this same kind of strat again where I was just going to stand here, but I don't think I was ever going to use the trap this early again because I didn't want to try to stand up there for a while. So I was just using the flamethrower for a little bit and then just going to get them hoarded up here and then try to train around in like the STG catwalk room. but I turned around to use the flamethrower here, and one zombie spawned in and completely trapped me, so I died again. This map actually kills me. I'm more consistent on like Bus Depot high rounding than I am on this map when I'm like playing normally. On this attempt, I got the Wonderwaff before the flamethrower. Even though the Wonderwaff is buggy on this map, that is still a painful sight to let a Wonderwaff go. And as if that first one wasn't painful enough, there's a second one that I just have to let go again while I have an m1911 in my hand. I have to let a Wonderwaff disappear. And as if that wasn't painful enough, round 17, still no flamethrower, I get the ray gun and I have to just let it disappear again while holding an m1911. How to make a zombies player mad instantly. And so I just kept going, using only the pistol, no flamethrower this time, so I was kind of having to just make sure I didn't waste too much ammo, because those dogs were spawning in, and I would kind of try to spam to get rid of them. That time, I tried to knife that one, and it almost absolutely destroyed me, because I, like, knife lunged straight past it, and then I decided to try and train up in here, which is not a good area to go to, and I messed up, ran straight into a zombie, and died again on 19. Again, this map is just like my kryptonite, I guess. There's like one map on every game that just like destroys me every time I play it. For World at War, it's absolutely Riese. For BO1, honestly, probably Moon. For BO2, it's definitely Bus Depot. But on this attempt, I got the flamethrower again. So let's just hope for a good game, because this video so far is literally going worse than my Bus Depot videos. But this game, I had the absolute perfect setup to go far. I had monkeys, I had the flamethrower, and I had the pistol. So as long as I just don't have an insane skill issue, I should be able to get far this attempt. And I was doing pretty much the same training strat as before. I would stand up near double tap, then drop down and just kind of run around anywhere, get the horde together, shoot the pistol or flamethrower them, and just get through the round. I'm still on early round, so it's not that bad. And for some reason, also, I was only training in this room, which isn't bad, but, like, there's just so many easy ways to get trapped. Like, if I have to run up the stairs to the catwalk and a zombie spawns up there, I'm dead. If I'm running past this doorway and a zombie runs through it, I'm dead. If I have to run up the stairs to the teleporter and a zombie's up there, I'm dead. So it's probably better if I was just doing, like, a full map train rather than that, but who knows. And I guess it was going well, because here I am on round 20, which was my PB so far for this challenge, and it's still going well. And I gotta say, even though this pistol is not nearly as good as the Mustang and Sally's, it's so satisfying to use this thing, because it's just like, it's just one pistol, and you're just shooting actual rockets out of it. And just because, like, World at War, I don't know, there's just something satisfying about using this thing on World at War. Round 22 ended up being a dog round, which are easy, because I can just Bowie knife and flamethrower them. If you shoot them a little bit with the flamethrower, then just Bowie knife them, they'll die. Or you can just hit them twice with the Bowie knife and they'll die. Dog rounds obviously are easy. Anyone who's played zombies knows that dog rounds are easy, unless you're doing like a Car 98K only challenge. But the mid-round dogs are a different story, because even with the flamethrower, they weren't nearly as easy to kill as I thought, and they would mess me up sometimes, and they nearly got me killed on round 24 when I was just trying to kill that one. So I was very happy to not die right there, but I was now just trying to get a horde together here. And again, this spot may not be the best place to train, especially when I literally am using two guns that can't get a zombie out of my way at all. But by now, I was starting to use the trap next to the power every time I would run past it, because it was just helpful to actually kill the zombies without me having to flamethrower them. And then I would kind of try to train them up back here a little bit and then kill them in the STG/catwalk room, whatever you want to call it, and then just run out and turn on the trap near the double barrel and just kind of drop down from double tap and redo it. But right here, where I could have probably made that gap on any other game, I got World at War again, just grabbed, and I died. And I don't think I'm going to try this again. So 28, didn't quite make it to 30, but close enough, I guess. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.